brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Today's question comes from Alan in Pennsylvania. He says, hey, y'all, I've recently seen companies advertising cashback debit cards. I'm in the process of transitioning out of using a credit card for day-to-day purchases. My question is, how does a cashback debit card work, and where's the money coming from? That's a really good question, Dave. I hear this a lot, and a lot of people have popped in saying, Jade, this is a great way that I can build my credit. It's a debit card that will report to the credit card companies or, report it on your credit report. But what they're not telling you is you're still borrowing money.
No, the cashback credit card is just like a rewards card.
Well, the ones that I'm looking at...
You're talking about the one... Now,
the ones that build your credit?
Experian launched one that only works with Experian Boost. And it reports on the credit bureau.
Right.
Okay. But this is simply like Discover has 1% back on Discover points, or if you get airline miles.
So this is just cashback.
It's a cashback rewards.
All right, then I don't have a problem with that.
Debit card. And where does the money come from? It comes from transaction fees, merchant fees.
Yeah.
So we don't accept credit cards on our website because we tell people not to have them, and that would be hypocritical for me to make money off of something I tell people not to do. Okay? So we take debit cards on our website. When you use your debit card on our website, we pay a merchant fee, a transaction fee. Most cases, ours is different, but because we doesn't do a lot of volume. But basically, it's around 3%. Okay, so $100, I pay 3% to the merchant fee to transact the debit card. Mm-hmm. Okay, they can then take part of that fee and give it back to you to get you to use the debit card more because they make money when you use your debit card. They make transaction fees not off of you, but off of the merchant that you are buying from. Same thing's true with a credit card, by the way.
Yeah.
Credit card pays the exact same fees, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Merchant fees are exactly the same. We don't pay less or more because it's a debit card. Mm-hmm. We've actually had to argue with a few of these people that they wanted to force us to accept credit cards to get to process our transactions. No, that won't work. Can't do business with you. But so a lot of your the credit card companies don't just make money on the interest on your debt. They also make money on the transaction fees.
Absolutely.
And so when they're giving you airline miles or whatever, it's not just because they're screwing you with 18% interest. It's also because the merchant transaction fee is doing that. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I don't have a problem with this. Let me tell you what the breakdown on this is, though. The only issue. It's the wrong question. Okay? Because you should not be asking a question of, I want to modify my spending habits, my method of payment, in order to get 1%.
Yeah.
Because that means every time you spend $100, you get $1. This is not going to move the needle for you.
Well, and somewhere in your brain, you're going to think, oh, if I spend more, I'll get more money, and it's going to make you want to spend more. You can't spend
your way into wealth when you're trading a $100 expenditure for $1 cash back. You just lost $99 on this, okay?
Yeah.
So, this is the way that these companies work, though. It's a feedback loop, and psychological feedback loop, and they're trying to keep you spending and consuming because that's where the transactions are where they make all their money. And so it's not where you make all your money, though. And when you're asking the question, oh, boy, I could get 1% back. How about, oh, boy, I'm not going to spend $100.
True that.
And now I just made 100 times more money than even asking this question. 100 times more money.
I like it.
By, you know how you double your money. You fold it over once, put it back in your pocket, right? I mean, that's it. That's quit. So don't let these people suck you into trading 100 for $1.
Yeah.
$1 for a penny. Don't make this transaction and then walk around like, well, I am very sophisticated. I have a cash back. Who gives a crap?
Yeah.
You're not sophisticated. You're trading 100 for $1.
The focus is wrong.
Yeah. So it's okay if you want to get cash back. It's not bad. But the fact that you're even worried about it is bad.
Absolutely. since I wrongfully set myself up, I feel like we should talk about the other thing too.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing is there is now a debit card that does report on your credit bureau.
Yeah.
And it is only with the Experian Bank. That's the only one. And it only reports if you do Experian Boost. Now, what Experian Boost is a fee that you pay to the credit bureau reporting company called Experian. You pay them a fee, and they will boost your credit rating. However, those of you that have a boosted rating need to know that no mortgage company will use your boosted rating to qualify you. They will use your non-boosted rating. And so you use your Experian debit card. You opened a bank account with Experian so that they could make these fees we were just talking about, so that you could pay them extra to boost your credit while using their debit card, all to build a boosted score that a mortgage company won't take.
There's other ones too, Dave.
Really?
That will, there are the ones that they'll send you a card in the mail, and they'll say, we will take a portion of your paycheck and make it a portion of your own money and make it available to you as credit on this card. And so let's say you get paid $1,000, they'll take $300 over and they'll say, spend it on this card. And so they're fronting you the money first.
That's a prepaid credit
and
card.
then they'll come in, and whatever you spent for the month, they'll come in and they'll take it out of your account.
Yeah, but that is actually debt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's actually debt. That's a prepaid credit card.
But they call them debit cards.
Yeah.
They're calling them that erroneously.
It is not. A debit card does not count on your credit score.
That's right.
Period. Okay, unless you run it through Boost. But not as of right now anyway. So, prepaid credit cards back in the day had huge fees on them. I suspect that does. I haven't seen that product. And it was mainly being used by poor people.
Yeah.
Lower income people. It's like, same people shop at the pawn shop and think they're going to get rich off a lotto. It's the same poor people, and that's why they're poor. And it's one of the reasons they're poor anyway.
Yeah.
And Dave Ramsey hates the poor. No, Dave Ramsey works his whole life so that you're not poor. I spend all of my time helping you not be poor. I want you to not do poor people stuff, and that way you're not poor. Okay? And poor people stand in line. The number one zip codes that buy lotto tickets are poor neighborhoods. By far. The vast majority of lotto tickets purchased are in poor neighborhoods. So I'm not making that up. I mean, it's an actual data point. And it's not a moral judgment. It's just going, hey, how's that working for you? It's the same neighborhood that has Title Pawn, Tote the Note Lot, and rent-to-own washer and dryer, for God's sakes, that you could buy for $50 at a garage sale. But instead, you pay $2,000 for it, rent-to-owning it. But this is all short-term thinking. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, God, it's Monday. And that's where the prepaid credit card shows up, is in that environment. It's also payday lenders in that neighborhood. And what is these commercials? God, they're awful. Cash advance place. Well, it's payday lenders. It's cash advance. But just horrendous. And the interest rates with the payday lenders, 800%. 800%. Now, you want to find somebody that's picking on poor people? It's those people that are picking on poor people. They're making a good living, getting rich off the backs of poor people. When you charge poor people 800%, and by the way, rich people don't pay that. They don't play that. And those things aren't in the rich neighborhood. They're not even in middle-class neighborhoods. It's your lotto tickets. It's a short-term. It'll kill you, guys. It'll kill you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Just go make some money, live on less than you make, and stack cash. This is The Ramsey Show.